Welcome back to Abit Academy. And if you are new, a very warm welcome to you. This channel is where you will find learning technical and IT skills is made fun and easy. In this video, we will be creating a mail merge. Let's not delay any further. Just hit those like and subscribe buttons to help me out and we'll get started. Ever received a letter or email that seemed like it was written just for you, but you had this sneaky suspicion that maybe, just maybe, thousands of others got a very similar message? You know, something like, "Dear Mr. Brown, you've won a special prize and it's coming straight to your address at 27 Avenue Street, London." Sounds familiar? Well, this magic trick is called mail merge. Imagine you're a magician with a hat, and every time you wave your wand, a personalized letter pops out. That's mail merge for you. Mail merge is like that helpful friend who knows you hate doing repetitive tasks. So, instead of manually writing out the same letter and then painstakingly adding each person's name and address, mail merge does it for you. It's like having a robot assistant. Now, let's dive into the nuts and bolts. For mail merge, you need two main things. The main text, this could be an invitation, a promotional letter, or any other document, and a list of recipient addresses. Think of this as your guest list. Now, if you're using Word, and I bet many of you are, here's a step-by-step guide to make this magic happen. Open up Word and head over to the Mailings tab. Here, you'll find a button labeled Start Mail Merge. Give that a click, and from the drop-down select Step-by-Step Mail Merge Wizard. This will open up a handy sidebar that will guide you through the process. First up, you'll choose the type of document. You've got options like letters for those traditional letters, email messages if you're more into the digital age, envelopes to print addresses directly on them, labels. Perfect for those address stickers, directory, think of it as an address book. If you hover over or select each option, you'll get a brief description to help you decide. For this walkthrough, let's say we're sending out letters. So we'll choose letters and then click on Next Starting Document. Now you'll decide where your letter's coming from. You have three choices. Use the current document. If you've already typed out your letter in Word, this is the one for you. Start from a template. If you want a head start, you can pick from existing templates. Just click on Select Template, tweak it to your liking, and save it with a fresh name. Start from existing document. Maybe you've got a letter saved somewhere on your computer or a flash drive. This option lets you pull that in. For our example, let's go with Use the current document. After selecting, click on Next. Select Recipients to move on. Now that we've got our main document ready, it's time to decide who gets the honor of receiving our beautifully crafted message. Enter the distribution list. Think of the distribution list as your VIP guest list. It's where you have all the names and addresses of the people you want to send your mail to. And the best part, you can either pull this list from somewhere if you already have it, or create a brand new one. Let's break it down. After you've clicked on Select Recipients, you'll be ushered into the third step of our magical mail merge journey. Here you've got three shiny options to choose from. Use an existing list. Got a list already? Perfect. This option lets you pull in a list you've previously made, maybe in Word, Excel, or even Access. Just click on Browse, and a window named Select Data Source will pop up. It's like a treasure hunt, but for files. Navigate through your folders, pick the right file, and once you've selected it, you'll see its name proudly displayed in the wizard pane. Select from Outlook contacts. For those of you who are Outlook aficionados, this one's a treat. You can directly pull in addresses from your Outlook contacts. It's like inviting friends over from your phone's contact list. Type a new list. If you're starting from scratch, no worries. This option is like setting up a new party guest list. Click on Create, and a window named New Address List will appear. It's basically a table where you can jot down all the details of your recipients. You'll see fields like first name, last name, and company name. It's super organized, ensuring you don't miss out on any details. For our example, let's go with use an existing list. With this option selected, click Browse to open up the open dialog box. Now search all your list. This can be an Excel spreadsheet or perhaps an Access database. Once you click open, you'll need to select the source. Perhaps you have multiple lists within your Excel file. This is where you select the one to use. Now we see a preview of our list. This gives you a chance to check that you have selected the correct list and to exclude any lines that you don't want. Once you are happy, click OK. With this done, all that's left is to go to the next section by clicking Next, write your letter. Whether you're pulling in an old list, borrowing from Outlook, or starting fresh, Mail Merge has got you covered. Remember, it's all about making things easier and more efficient for you. We've got our VIP guest list sorted, so what's next? It's time to craft that perfect letter. Let's dive into the fourth step of our Mail Merge journey. Imagine you're at a fancy restaurant. The waiter hands you a menu with a variety of options to customize your meal. That's what this step is like. You get to decide how your letter looks and feels. Address block. This is where you decide how you want to address your recipient. Click on Address Block and a window named Insert Address Block will pop up. Here you can play around with different formats for the header. Want to add the company name? Sure thing. Prefer to skip the country or region in the address? You got it. You can even specify if you want to include the country only when it's different from a particular one, say Italy. As you make these choices, there's a nifty preview pane that shows you exactly how it'll look. If the preview pane isn't displaying the whole of the address, click the Match Fields button, which allows you to match the fields in your data source to those the system recognizes. For example, you may have postcode in your spreadsheet, but the address block is looking for zip code. Just select the field in the drop-down list. You don't need to do them all, just the ones you want to use. Once you're happy, give that OK button a click. Greeting line. Now, how do you want to greet your recipient? Click on Greeting line, and a window will appear where you can craft the perfect salutation. Whether it's a formal Dear Mr. Smith or a casual Hey there, Alex, you can customize it to your heart's content. Once you've got the perfect greeting, hit OK. Electronic postage. For those of you who are super tech savvy, this option lets you use electronic postage programs, but remember, you'll need to have one installed. More items. Want to add more personal touches? Click on More Items, and the Insert Merge field window will open up. Here you can sprinkle in additional information from your distribution list. Maybe you want to mention their last purchase or a fun fact. If you notice some fields from your table aren't available, don't fret. Just open the drop-down menu and assign the corresponding field. Once you've crafted your masterpiece, it's time to move on. Click on Next, preview your letters to get a sneak peek of your handiwork in the fifth step of the wizard. And there you have it. Crafting a personalized letter has never been this fun and easy. We're about to cross the finish line of our Mail Merge marathon. We've crafted our letter, selected our VIPs, and now it's time to see our creation come to life. Let's dive into the fifth step of our journey. Picture this. You've baked a cake and now you're about to put the icing on it. That's what this step feels like. You get to preview your letter, see how the headers look, and make sure everything's just right. And guess what? If you're curious about how the letter looks for different recipients, there are these nifty arrow buttons you can click on to slide through each person's personalized letter. It's like flipping through a photo album, but for letters. Now, once you've admired your handiwork and given yourself a well-deserved pat on the back, it's time to move on to the grand finale, the sixth and final step of the wizard. Here, you're presented with two tantalizing options. Print, ready to bring your letters to life. Click on Print, and a window named Merge to Printer will pop up. Here, you get to play director. Want to print all the letters? Go for it. Just want to print a few, like from letter 1 to 6. You can do that too. It's all about what works for you. Edit individual letters. Maybe you're the meticulous type and want to give each letter one last look. Click on this option and a window named Merge to New Document will appear. It's like the print option. But instead of sending your letters to the printer, they're saved to your computer. This way you can review each letter, make any last-minute tweaks, and ensure everything's perfect. But wait, There's more. Remember those fancy envelopes you bought for your letters? Let's make them look snazzy too. To automatically print addresses on them, head back to the wizard's first step. This time, instead of choosing letters, pick envelopes. The steps that follow are super similar to what we did for letters. Just pick your envelope template, decide on the header style, and you're good to go. But here's a pro tip. Before diving into the envelope process, save your letter document. Why? Because the program will close your letter to show you the envelopes. Don't worry, it'll politely ask if you want to save your letter first. And there you have it. From crafting the perfect letter to printing it and even jazzing up envelopes, we've covered it all. Mail merge might have seemed daunting at first, but together we've made it fun and easy. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you found it helpful. Don't forget, we've got plenty more videos to come covering all aspects of ICDL plus word processing. From basic formatting to advanced techniques, we'll make sure you master the program like a pro. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.